Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This pick a card reading is going to take a look at an open message from Spirit to you. Maybe it's something that you didn't know you needed to hear right now. So if you have not as of yet chosen a card on the table, go ahead and do that now. There are timestamps down below where you can go directly to the portion of the video that's going to give you an up close and personal look at the cards on the table with a little bit of meditation music in the background. So if you feel at any time during your selection process that maybe you need to extend your time to choose a little longer, just pause somewhere on the screen, give yourself all the time that you need in order to choose your card. And let's say if during your selection process, you're feeling led to more than one card on the table, again, listen to your intuition, do what you feel is necessary. If you feel you need to pick more than one card for your reading today, by all means, pick more than one. These readings are also timeless, so whether you watch it at the upload time or sometime later down the road, whenever it's placed into your awareness and you feel an intuitive nudge to watch, there may indeed be a message here for you. Nonetheless, what I try to remind everybody is that these readings are general, right? There's no way that I could possibly connect or resonate for everybody that clicks on this video, although I hope you manage to find a message here. But I always recommend maybe having some fun exploring my channel. I have so many other pick-a cards I've done on a variety of topics. You might find another one somewhere in the mix that has what you're looking for instead. And let's say if we're not vibing as viewer and reader, that's totally okay too, because I always set the intention that you'll find, right? When you leave my channel, you'll find the messages that are meant for you exactly when you need them, because at the end of the day, that's how the magic works. And I know that it will always guide you right and true. So with all that being said, Star Family, I'll go ahead and get these off the table and I will go ahead and meet you at your reading of choice. Pile number one, viewers, this is your doorway card. There is a message on the back of this. I'll make sure to incorporate it into the reading as I get more cards on the table. I did shuffle for all the cards that you choose from, by the way, in case you're wondering. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this reading. We're going to find out what the open message from Spirit is. Maybe it's something you didn't even know you needed to hear, okay? And to get the reading started, I have the Healing with the Angels Oracle for you. Let's see. An open message from Spirit to you, pile number one, viewers. All right. Let's see what we have. Wow. Okay, so we have the beautiful blessings card. Whenever I get this card, I always think of, like, you know, blessings that are about to be showered upon you, and you're just in a spot where you can't see it because you might be, you know, it's nighttime in the card, you might be asleep, or you might not be aware of it, right? And it's like these blessings sometimes come to you when you're not in a position to see them, when you're not expecting them. Think of, like, I know this is weird, but think of Santa delivering gifts at midnight, right? You know how that mythology of Santa delivering gifts in the middle of the night when everybody's asleep, right? And it's this feeling of, like, the blessings coming when you're not expecting them, when you're not even aware that it's on the way. So there's some kind of, like, hidden opportunity, blessing. I just got the word relief as well. That's coming through. Maybe a breakthrough for some of you as well. But let's see. An open message from Spirit to you, pile number one, viewers. It's like this feeling of you don't even see what's coming your way. You don't see what's coming. If that's the case, then this reading feels like Spirit is spilling the beans a little bit, right? And if I need more cards, I'll just grab off to the side. But let's see. Okay, Three of Cups talks about celebration, parties, reunions, gatherings, also things coming together. We have the Five of Wands. So if you've had any challenges, difficulties, I feel like disputes, right? Sometimes we can feel conflict or have conflict with others in our external world, but also feel conflicted within. So if there's some kind of challenge, strife that you've been dealing with, it feels like I was getting the vibe of relief that's coming through to help alleviate that in an unexpected way. And I think the results that you seek are coming together even when you can't fully see them, again, because the blessings are being showered upon you overnight. You know, let's say figuratively, you might be asleep in a sense, or not aware of them. So let's see. Yes, the wheel of the year, which is the wheel of fortune. Absolutely. There's big changes on the way, and you're just, again, you don't see what you're headed into. You really don't, not with the wheel of fortune card. The Wheel of Fortune is an energy where it's like things are shifting and changing, and sometimes it's a curveball from spirit. And a lot of times things are kind of left up in the air and you have no idea which way the ball is going to land. I always use the analogy of like a roulette wheel at the casino. Once the ball is thrown, it's tossed around the wheel and it, you know, is up in the air a few times. You really don't know which number it's going to land on. And it's in that space where it's up in the air that things are feeling a little uncertain. And it's at that point where, you know, anything can change depending on where the ball lands, right? It kind of seals your fate in a way. And the Wheel of Fortune card can talk about destiny and fate and all those things that are, you know, lined up and meant for you. So it's this energy is the wheel of change because it brings in endings and conclusions, which then also ushers in new things. And the feeling is here with that energy to go with the flow, to go with the changes, just allow them to run their course and do what they need to do. It is the wheel of change, and we can't resist the changes that are happening for us. And for some of you, there's changes on the way, and with that Five of Wands, it might feel a little rocky at first, or you may be feeling a little conflicted because you don't know which way life is taking you or turning you. But the energy of the wheel is to just let spirit take the wheel. Right? Be a backseat driver for now is the message here. Because the blessings are coming, but they're coming in ways that are unexpected, that you don't anticipate. And also when you're not necessarily paying attention, when you're not looking for them, when you're just surrendering and going with the flow, that's when you end up getting smacked with them, right? And the feeling is you're about to collide paths with destiny, with those blessings that are meant for you. And spirit is literally shifting things around right now, moving all the pieces around on the chessboard to align you with these things, to bring you together with the Three of Cups with them in order to change things and move things in a better direction. And that's the thing with the Wheel of Fortune. There's a little bit of trust that's needed in that card. The reason why I say that is because there's a divine plan, right? There's a divine way that we're being moved and guided and shifted. And those things, they're kind of outside of our control. And the Five of Wands can be the conflict that you feel when you feel like life is out of your hands or you're at the mercy of it. But it's in that space that's where we're meant to trust, that we are being guided in the right direction, that things are moving us in the alignment of our highest good and blessings. So sometimes the internal conflict that we feel when we're experiencing change, right? Because it's a number 5 as well, the Five of Wands. We can get beside ourselves. And the message here is there's changes up ahead. They're going to arrive in probably unexpected ways where you're not really anticipating them. You're headed into a little bit of unknown territory, but know that spirit has a wheel, and there are happier days with the Three of Cups ahead. There's going to be something to celebrate in the midst of this little bit of a rocky road or rocky ride that you're on right now or about to experience soon. So the feeling is just, if you could just go with the flow, because it is leading you to your best outcome. It's leading you to something blessed and fortunate, Wheel of Fortune. And the other message that the Wheel of Fortune is giving me is that, you know, obviously there's things that have to fall off the wheel in order to make room for new things to enter. So don't be afraid to let go of those things, people, places, scenarios, situations with the Five of Wands that cause you conflict and stress, that give you a freaking headache, right? That's the energy of the Five of Wands. It could be something in your environment. It could be a stressful job situation. The feeling is here that these things are kind of being maneuvered out of your experience Because if it hinders your happiness and joy with the Three of Cups, if it gets in the way of those things that kind of light you up from the inside out, right? It's like if it gets in the way of lighting you up inside, then the feeling is here, it can't stay. It can't stay with you where you're headed. Because we know that there are big changes up ahead. Universe will throw you a curveball probably with that card. It's gonna kind of confuse you, I think, a little bit here with the Five of Wands. And change can be a little daunting, right, for us all, especially when we're not prepared for it or we're not anticipating it. But the feeling is here not to fear the changes that are headed your way, because it's just helping you to align with those things that are more of a, I would say, a match to you. I know it's not a Two of Cups, but the Three of Cups aligns us with people, places, and things that bring us happiness, joy, pleasure, fulfillment. So I do get the vibe that that Three of Cups is saying here, look, there's going to be something to celebrate. So if you can just hold on tight, know that you're being aligned with like-minded heart spirits and energies in all directions, right? Because we have all the directions here, in all directions. You know, it's this feeling of getting fulfilled, okay, and feeling joy in all aspects, in every area of your life, because we're meant to be fulfilled in all areas of life. We're not meant to be lacking in any one of them. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. We're not meant to be lacking in any area. And you do have that, right, on the Wheel of Fortune card. You have mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Okay? So, yeah, this is feeling like a heads up. There's a curious, I don't know why I get the word curious, but there's a curious change on the way for you. But it's helping to shift things out of your experience that are kind of conflicting with your happiness. Conflicting with happiness, conflicting with your joy, right? Conflicting with you living your best life. It's like those things have to get kind of fallen off the wheel, right? So these other blessings can enter, and trust that when the blessings come in, it's going to come in a very, again, unexpected way. So I feel like this reading is a heads up for you. But just know that because the Three of Cups card talks about reunion and coming together, these things are coming together to move you in the direction of those things that are meant for you instead. So I also feel the energy of release in these three cards. And even if you're feeling conflicted in some way, or feeling frustrated or angsty with the Five of Wands in your present experience, that restless energy that you're feeling is kind of an indication that something needs to change. And the angst and the restlessness that you could be feeling is also because you might intuitively sense that the blessings are coming. But again, because they're in the midst of falling towards you, you're not able to really see them yet. They haven't quite landed yet. But the Wheel of Fortune is telling me they're on the way. So maybe some of you just needed that confirmation that you're feeling the vibe of change surrounding you. And it's frustrating because you don't see anything changing in maybe your outer environment. But these cards are indicating that the change that you seek is on the way. So if you can just calm and soothe your energy and remove yourself from situations that would cause you stress, frustration, angst, and restlessness, just, you know, find a space where you can get away from all that, and just allow yourself to be in a receptive mode. So that way these things can flow to you and you surrender to the flow of them and the changes that it brings with it. Because the last thing we want is to create resistance with the Five of Wands when Spirit is trying to bless us. So I have the, I guess, what are these called? Higher love soul cards or something like that. But let's see. Okay, there's one. All right. So we have unfounded fear. That's a little bit of the concern, the worries, the stresses, right? Some of you might be stressing that, wondering if things are ever going to improve. Well, we have indication of blessings coming in. And some of that fear and frustration might be here in that inner conflict, right? It might be here in that 5 of Wands card. So to me, Spirit's trying to say here, your concerns, your frustrations, that angst that you feel, that restlessness, like that resistance, it's unfounded. You have nothing to worry about. Things are going to resolve. You're getting the relief that you need. It's all going to work out in a beautiful way. And it's headed in that direction right now, is what these cards are saying. Okay. Oh, nice. So we have balanced partnership. Balance partnerships or relationships to a lot of things in life. Like I said, we're meant to be fulfilled and happy in all aspects of our journey. For some of you, you might be having problems or conflict with another person or at a job, right? And it's the desire to have a balanced and aligned situation in no matter what area of life we need it. So if you're worried about if you and your person, let's say, if you're having disputes or you're not getting along with a certain person in your experience, this beef, okay, this frustration and disputes, or if you're butting heads with them and you're not seeing eye to eye, there's going to be a resolution here, okay? There's support with the 3 of Cups to resolve an issue that's causing frustration, whether it be with you or someone or in a situation or something, okay? These things are going to balance themselves out, and that card is indicating so. So I do feel relief and resolution coming for you or towards you. So let's see if we can get one more. And you don't have anything to worry about or fear because it's all going to work out the way it needs to. So you can get one more. Okay. So anything that's dominating your energy. Remember what I was saying, how like there's certain things with the Wheel of Fortune that it's going to allow to fall off the wheel. Right? Because those things that don't align with you anymore, those things that don't bring you happiness, those things that like dominate your energy in some way. It could be a relationship. We have relationships to many things. So I don't want to assume that it's romantic or anything like that. You could have a dominating work-life relationship as well. So anything that you feel like is oppressive to you or doesn't allow you to be free and happy, or anything that kind of keeps you from living your best life, like I said earlier, these things are being cleared out the way. So you can feel more balanced and aligned as you move into this new energy, as things shift out of your way. I felt that those things that were, let's say, controlling, dominating, or oppressive, right, with this energy and the 5 of Wands, those things that were frustrating you, keeping you from living your best life, those are the things that are actually falling off the wheel. Those are the things that are being maneuvered out of your way. So that way you can, you know what I mean, get rid of those things that aren't helping your energy or your vibe or your environment. Like those things are what's falling off the wheel to allow for the blessings to come in. Because again, those things cannot come with you where you're headed next. And you're headed in the direction of your blessings. Those things that you have been, maybe praying for or hoping would improve or get better for you. Okay, so there's a relief here. But just know that if something falls out of the way, don't get mad that it's falling out of the way. Just surrender to the process of what's leaving and know that something better is coming in its place. All right, so let's see what we have here. Okay, so it says, bless this space. Your sacred space holds the soul to bear. Palo Santo or sage will clear the air. So again, clearing the space, clearing the way, cleansing the energy and everything that's causing the angst, the frustration, and the feeling of limitation and restriction, the fears, right? It's cleansing all of that negative stuff out of the way. All of those conflicting things in one's life. Clearing them out of the way so you can approach your blessings in a balanced, more aligned way. And they can receive you, finding you balanced and aligned as well. So yeah, when you use sage or Palo Santo, you're clearing the space, the air of negativity. And that's literally what's happening in these cards. Those negative things that are causing you the conflict and the strife and the challenge, that's what's being cleared out of the way. And it's so that way you can be free to receive and be in alignment for your blessings when they arrive. It's exactly what's happening here. I have the Goddess Guidance. Whoa, that's too many. Goddess Guidance cards. Let's even get a final for you. Okay. Nice. Okay, so we have the Isis energy, Goddess Isis right there. Past life. The situation involves your past life memories. Okay. So I feel like, to be honest, I know it's not like a Ma'at because there's a Ma'at card in this deck, but there's this vibe of like soul contracts, right? Those things that you came here into this lifetime to clear and remove yourself from. It kind of falls in line with the energy of the Wheel of Fortune. Like you paid your dues. Like all that is kind of out of the way now. Those things that would have had you linked to the past, those things are falling away. All right. So it's kind of like, and Isis is healing energy. She's also magic as well. So there's some magic at work in your life right now. There's also a healing taking place to get rid of those things that maybe bind you, link you to the past, that are maybe in your energy field or in your environment. It kind of gives this feeling of relieving or releasing patterns, paradigms, attachments, frustrating situations that, again, maybe stem from past life karma, or again, past patterns, past life scenarios or lessons that needed to kind of be resolved and learned in this life, if you catch my drift. So this is telling me that this energy, right, all of these things are healing, getting out of the way. So that way they don't affect you anymore or block you from your blessings. Okay, so yeah, there's sometimes a lot of things that we have stuck in our energy or in our programming that needs healed, that needs rebooted, or I think that's the right word. Rebooted or upgraded. Like we kind of need upgraded from the old programming, right? It's kind of like when you update your phone or your computer. That's what this feels like. You're getting rid of the old programming, the old hardware, the old system. So a lot of the things that frustrated, held you back, or created fear surrounding your blessings, or maybe kept you stuck in situations that really weren't helpful to you, that was all part of the past program or hardware. And those things are getting removed, released, or you're being relieved of them. They're falling off the wheel. So they don't get in the way of those new, better things trying to come into your experience. So there's some kind of issue with the past. But I also feel like you're able to put that behind you now too. So let's go ahead and grab angel numbers for your reading. If you're not familiar with my channel, I do roll the dice. The numbers that can come up oftentimes will confirm a lot of what I've said in this reading. Maybe it might come up to bring you a message that maybe you need personally at this time. I don't recommend a source because it could be one you don't like, and two, I never want to imply that one source is better over another. Trust me, when you do the research for yourself to find the numbers, you'll find a source to deliver the messages that you feel connected to. I always say, just trust your heart, go with that. Also, do the research for yourself, right? Because sometimes when you do that, you come across other signs, synchronicity, and serendipity Spirit needs you to find. And if I gave you a shortcut or a link to the number, I might rob you of that entire experience. Don't want that to happen. That's why I don't give you the number interpretation. Likewise, I always try to remind everybody to please refrain from putting the number interpretation in the comment section for the same reason. So let's see what numbers come up for you. Pile number 1. All right, so we have 6, 0, and 2. So 602 is your number. Go ahead and look up that angel number, see what it brings to you. If you feel that this reading has helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe as well to support this channel. Maybe even consider joining my channel membership for exclusive content, personal things that I put up there, as well as readings for everybody that I don't put out publicly. So this is only just for members only. You could also support what I do by visiting my Etsy store. The link is down below in the description box. Pay me a visit. I have handmade crystal jewelry there, amongst other things that I create by hand, including personal readings upon availability. So you can check my shop every so often to see what readings are available if you're looking for one, and you can purchase at any time. So much love to you wherever you are. Pile number 1 viewers, take care and always keep shining. Pile number 2 viewers, this is your little doorway card. There is a message on the back of this card, and I'll be sure to incorporate it into the reading as I get more cards on the table. I did shuffle for all the cards that you choose from, by the way, and we're looking for an open message from Spirit. We want to see what messages that Spirit has to get across to you, maybe something you didn't even know you needed to hear. Okay, so let's see. Open message from Spirit for pile number 2 viewers. Open message from Spirit. All right, what do we have? All right, so the energy of meditation. This is also talking about being still, so that way the answers can come. So for some of you, you might be needing some answers or insight, and Spirit's trying to get your attention. It's like the only way that you can shut out the noise, or and hear, right, is by removing yourself from distractions. So there's a need to kind of meditate to clear your energy in order to be a clear channel to receive. I feel like there's messages and downloads that are trying to come through, but they can't reach you if you're overwhelmed or you have a lot going on and you're not giving yourself the time and space to kind of be still to receive. Okay, so you also could have a lot going on around you, and this is also maybe a reminder to take care of yourself, right? Make sure that you're taking time out to rest as well, and to find those quiet spaces and places just to clear your head, right? And connect with self and connect with Spirit. All right, so let's see if we can get a few tarot cards on this as well. So open message for you from Spirit, pile number 2 viewers. All right, so we have the 6 of Swords. Wow, look at that. The 6 of Swords and the 6 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, I just got the vibe that some of you are working too darn hard, okay? You might be overworked, and you might be a little worried too with the 7 of Pentacles. Also, remember I was saying how the meditation energy is like trying to give you an answer or to deliver some insight to you, but if you have too much going on, Spirit can't quite deliver the message properly. And the feeling that that's giving me with the 7 of Pentacles is because the 7 of Pentacles is an energy of reevaluating. It talks about looking at a situation up, down, left, right, center to try to figure out what the right proper move and action is to take. For some of you, it might have to do with something in your physical environment, maybe with your health. It could also have to do with a work situation where you're giving a lot of energy to something and it's not quite yielding the results that you want, and you're wondering if it's you know, maybe time to throw in the towel or take it in another direction. And that's why I say there's a lot of reevaluating in this energy. It also can talk about cutting things out in order to help the garden grow, right? And the feeling is here, sometimes we got to trim the vine from those things that are stifling or hindering the progress we want to see. And that does take reevaluating, because we got to look at the situation and say, okay, what can stay and what can go? And I feel like you're going to have some things to think about when it comes to what can stay and what can go very soon. But it's all so that way you can reach your success and triumph over adversity, have some victory, and make the progress that you want to see without anything getting in the way of it anymore. We do have energy of the 6 of Swords of healing, right? And I was saying how, you know, we got to remove ourselves from distraction every once in a while so we can receive the messages that we need to make the proper choices, right? And take the right actions that are going to lead to our success with the Six of Wands. And that Six of Swords is also about like leaving something behind you, putting the past behind you, moving on to calmer, peaceful territory where the things of the past don't have the power to influence you anymore or get in the way. It is energy of healing and travel and peace, right? So it's movement forward as well. And I feel like, yeah, you're in the position where you're about to move forward with something, move in a different direction altogether, perhaps for some of you. And maybe some of you are trying to figure out how that's going to work out for you or where it's going to take you when all is said and done, or what the journey is going to look like, right? When you finally take that step to move away in the direction of those things that are more in alignment with you. And the feeling is here, the thing is, there's a need to just go, do, right? And it's like, if you have to take a time out to think about it, then do so. If you have to take a time out to kind of just make sure the choices that you make are truly what you want, please do so, right? Get into meditation mode if you have to. Remove yourself from distractions so that way Spirit can confirm it to you. But I feel with the Seven of Pentacles, you're reevaluating something big in your life soon. If you're not doing it already, you're reevaluating it. It's because you got to make a change. You got to do something different, right? With that energy in order to make the progress that you want. Because with that energy, you've been giving a lot to something. And it's, again, if it's not yielding the results that you want quite yet, then maybe there's something that needs to change. The thing is that not to give up on the results that you want. Don't throw in the towel with that energy because you're almost there. You're about to reach some kind of level of success that you've been working toward. So allow yourself to flow in that direction with the Six of Swords. If you need to switch up something, then do it. If you feel it's going to help your peace of mind even, do it. If you can find a space and a place to just connect with Spirit to help confirm to you what it is that you need to do, or to give you a hint, then do that. Like I said, I feel that there's downloads that are coming through, but it's in regards to something you might have to choose, decide, or reevaluate. But know that whatever moves that you make that are in alignment with you to help move you in the direction of the results that you want, they will lead to your success. We have the Six of Wands here. Success is up ahead. But it also is dependent on you making the choices, it feels here, and taking the actions with those things that align and are true to you. Because swords act in truth and integrity, right? And that energy helps clear the way to show what's true and what's not. And that Six of Swords is on a journey. So you're headed somewhere. You're about to go in another direction soon. And some of you might be, I don't know what the right choice is to make. And that's why the meditation card is here asking you to get in touch with Spirit. Go quiet in your mind, right? Remove yourself from the distractions. Because you're about to head in a different direction. You're about to make a different choice or do something different. You're in the process of adjusting something in your world to better yourself, right? To improve your experience. So take the time that you need. Give yourself the space that you need to figure it out or to get the confirmation that you seek. But just know that's like once you know, that's it. It sets the stage for you to move forward in the positive direction with the Six of Swords, to put all the things that aren't working and causing lack of progress, to put all that behind you so you can reach your success, so you can achieve the goals for some of you that you've been working toward, so you can access the progress that you've been striving toward all this time. But I also feel like there's this energy of something needs to be cleared out the way first. There's some adjustments that definitely have to be made. But just know that when they do, it's all helping to move you forward in the direction of your success, so you can make the progress that you've been looking for all this time. I feel like, because the Six of Wands is an energy of triumph over adversity, there has been some difficulty in the journey, it feels, or in changing directions, or looking to steer your life another way, There has been a little bit of adversity in that. But this energy comes out on top. Despite the adversity, it finds a way or a workaround so it can be successful. And that's what's happening here. There's a big workaround that's taking place right now, or about to, for you. So you might, with the Seven of Pentacles, be looking at your situation from the outside and be like, how can I make this work? How can I make this grow? How can I access the success and the progress that I want? What can I do to improve this for myself? Right? And the feeling is, well, the answers are about to be delivered to you, but Spirit needs your undivided attention. Because once the answers come, you're going to be able to make the choices that are going to honor the path that you want to go down and honor the results that you want to see. So that way you can achieve them with the Six of Wands. And put all the difficulty behind you. Because that's exactly what the Six of Swords does. It moves on. It releases and removes itself from resistance and finds more peaceful territory. For some of you, you might actually be wanting to travel, relocate with the Six of Swords, and maybe are wondering how you're going to make that happen. And with the Seven of Wands, there's some big, adjustments that have to be made in your current experience to allow for that. But the Six of Wands is saying it's totally possible. So for any of you watching, maybe it's not even a travel or relocating situation you're contemplating, or, wondering how you're going to have the ability to make it work. This could be something else altogether. You're wondering, how am I going to make this work? How am I going to make this happen for me? And the feeling is here, even though in some instances it might look difficult, right? Like it might look like a challenge to make it happen. It's totally possible for you with the Six of Wands. The answers will come, and you will have what you need to make it happen, because we have the success here, the achievement of it. Let's see. Let's even get 3 cards. All right, what do we have? Okay, yeah, look, intellectual matters. Oftentimes, sometimes our mind gets carried away with us, but sometimes we got to just take a time out to kind of clear our mind, in order to receive the answers and the nudges that we need, so we can move in the direction of our success towards whatever we are endeavoring toward, no matter what our goals are. And like I said, I feel like that's what it is. It's like you're about to reach some level of success here and progress that you've been seeking, but Spirit kind of needs your attention. Spirit needs you to clear your head a little bit, so that way you can see what you need to see, know what you need to know, and then take action accordingly. Make the adjustments, cut out what doesn't need to be there anymore, right? Evaluate what can stay and go. But again, it's all, whatever you have to reevaluate, choose what can stay or go. It's all so that way you can make space for your success. there's going to be a few things to consider. Absolutely. Yes, look at that. Beginning and fresh start. So you can, with the Six of Swords, put the past behind you, move in the direction of your alignment. Again, we have two energies of 6 here, which talks about balance, harmony, reciprocity, those things that are in alignment with you. Number 2 can also talk about that, but it brings more energy of choices and a union, right? Coming together of energies. But yeah, whatever it is that you're reevaluating, it's going to give you a beginning and fresh start once you know what it is that you want to do and take the action in the direction of it. Okay. So yeah. Oh, look at, come on now. How many times have I said the word reassessment with the 7 of Pentacles card, right? There you go. Yeah, this is a full-on reassessment here. Yeah, you have to consider a few things. And that reassessment is important towards your progress and success in whatever area of life it is that you need it. For some of you, it could be a job. For some of you, it could be relocating, right? There's something here that you're reevaluating and reassessing in your journey. And it's important that you take the time to consider those things. Meditate on it. Because as you make adjustments here and there, it's going to help move you forward in the right direction so you can have the fresh start that you're seeking, have the success that you want, and have your goals achieved. So let's see. That door is so cool. It has a star on it. Let's see. All right. It says the art of life. Hold on. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. So, okay, so there's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible light. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. Okay, so I feel like this is saying to you, you can't be a wallflower, right? You can't just sit back and expect life to happen. You have to be bold in your scenario, in your own skin, and take action where you need to, right? Like I said, some of you are wondering, how am I going to make this happen? Yeah, I know that's a lot to consider, right? Like, sometimes we don't have all the answers, but that's why the meditation card is here. I think Spirit has the answers, or your higher self has it and wants to kind of get that across to you. But you got to kind of get away from the noise. Find a little bit of peace and quiet. All right? You're not meant to be invisible. You're meant to achieve things. You're meant to, you know, have the success that you desire for yourself and live the life that you want. Okay? Sometimes the Six of Wands can talk about accolades, being recognized, right? And this card says here, there's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. So you're meant to be seen in some way. And right now you're kind of flying under the radar. Maybe with your work or something that you do or something that you want to achieve. You're kind of like flying low under the radar. You can't hide your light under a rock is kind of what that's giving me in that sense. And the changes and adjustments that you make are going to help push you to the forefront. So that way you're not taking a back seat to your potential, is what this feels like. All right, final oracle card over here with this goddess guidance. Oh, now look at that. Sulis, bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. That very much falls in line with the meditation card, the Six of Swords, looking for some peace and quiet, intellectual matters, so you can think and reassess how you're going to proceed, what changes you're going to make, what adjustments you need to make. So yeah, this is just confirming, again, take some time out for rest, self-care, and so that way you can kind of figure this out for yourself, because there's change. It feels like there's a transition with the Six of Swords that you're headed into. There's new energy you're stepping into, but there's some things that have to be rearranged, adjusted in some way to allow for this success to happen for you. Yeah. You're meant to shine. You're meant to step forward into your success and achieve the goals that you desire. But I feel like this energy has to happen first, right? This reassessment, these adjustments have to take place first to make space for this success that's on the way. All right. So let's go ahead and grab some angel numbers for you to get an additional message. If you're not familiar with my channel, I do roll the dice for angel numbers. These numbers that show up, once they're interpreted, can indeed confirm a lot of what I've already said in this reading and or provide you with messages that maybe you need personally right now on your journey. I don't give you a source because it could be one you don't like, and two, I never want to imply that one source is better over another. You have personal discernment, and I'm pretty sure when you come across one and it resonates with your heart, I always say trust that one, go with that interpretation above all else. Also, take the journey for yourself, right, to research numbers, because oftentimes you come across other serendipity and synchronicity spirit needs you to find. And if I gave you a shortcut, I might rob you of that entire experience. Don't want that to happen. Likewise, I always try to remind everybody to refrain from putting the number interpretation in the comment section for the same reason. We want to make sure everybody has a chance to find their own magic. So let's see what numbers come up for you, pile number 2 viewers. All right, so we have 4, 1, and that's a 7 actually. Okay, so 417 is your number. I'm going to put that in the screen for you. If you feel that this reading has helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to support this channel. Maybe even consider joining my channel membership for exclusive content and readings I put out for members only. You could also support what I do here by visiting my Etsy store. I have an Etsy shop, and I do put out cool crystal jewelry and other crafts that I make by hand on my free time. I have personal readings available there as well. If you're interested, it's just a matter of paying me a visit and see what readings are available, and you can purchase a reading at any time. So much love to you wherever you are. Be well, be safe, take care, and always keep shining. Pile number 3 viewers, this is your little doorway card. There is a message on the back of this, and I'll be sure to incorporate it into the reading as I get more messages or cards on the table. I did shuffle for all of these that you choose from as well, in case you're wondering. We're looking at an open message from Spirit. So what is it that Spirit needs you to know right now? Perhaps maybe something you didn't know you even needed to hear. So let's go ahead and get started. I have the Healing with the Angels Oracle. Let's see, open message from Spirit, pile number 3 viewers. Whoa, okay. So we have 2 cards. All right, let's see. Harmony, answered prayer. Wow, okay. So this is saying that your prayers are going to be answered in a very balanced and harmonious way, right? For the highest good of all involved, right? That's the feeling that this is giving me. You've put out your petitions. You've asked for assistance in some way, or you've been asking, maybe for some of you, for a miracle of some sort, right? There's a need, or yeah, there's a need, and it feels like Spirit is coming through to help fulfill that need, right? And you're going to get a prayer answered very soon. So I love this, right? And it's going to all work out, because that's what the harmony does. It brings balance and alignment to any given situation. So it's going to all work out for the best. So if you had asked for some help, some relief, a situation that you needed assistance with, right? If you asked the universe for guidance, that's coming your way. All right, let's see if we can get a few cards here from the Witch's Tarot. Open message from Spirit, pile number 3 viewers. Whoa, what is that? Hold on here. All right, so Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But that's also telling me that it's coming towards you. All right, let's see if we can get 2 more cards. Open message from Spirit, pile number 3 viewers. Whoa, okay. Fascinating. The Hierophant, right? The High Priest in this deck. Let's see, 1 more card. Yeah, it's like this feeling of like a solution, right? A solution is at hand. If you were looking for a solution to any given situation you've been praying about. But let's see. All right. So there has been some limitation and restriction happening in your scenario. Okay? But I feel like the answers that you've been seeking, the answers, the spiritual wisdom, the gnosis, okay, is coming to break you out of this, for some of you, limitation or stagnation, or a feeling where you can't see the forest through the trees because you don't know how it's going to work out. And oftentimes we can feel that way, right? Where we need help with something, we don't have a solution, we don't have the answers, we don't know how it's all going to work out for the best. We pray that it does in this case. And in the meantime, because we can't see how it's all going to work out, we can kind of get in our own head about it, right? With the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel the High Priestess is here to kind of unlock the knowledge, the wisdom, the discernment, the key, to give you the key to a situation where you've needed it. It's energy of knowledge. So it's like opening your mind to something that you didn't realize or know before. Maybe that's the way the answered prayer is going to arrive, is through some wisdom, some advice, maybe from a mentor or a sage, right? Somebody has the words, the perfect words that you needed to make the light bulb go off for you. A message of love could even come through with wisdom, with discernment, with knowledge, to help free you out of a situation that is kind of feeling stuck and unresolved. I kind of do want to grab another card. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Again, it's just more energy of feeling stuck, right? Four of Pentacles. So there has been a situation that doesn't seem to be making headway, it feels. And that's where the answered prayer is going to come. Because Four of Pentacles can feel also very stuck. Eight of Swords, both of them. Yeah, Eight of Swords and the Four of Pentacles can both feel that way. I want to see what's underneath the deck. Okay, so yes, Three of Pentacles. I like this. This is positive in a sense that this is going to work out in a positive way. There is a solution, an antidote, right, at hand with this energy here. I don't know if you can see the little beaker. It looks like he's working on a solution, okay, in this card. He has the antidote, right, the medicine, the cure. That would also fall in line with the answered prayer. So I feel over here that Spirit is going to deliver. I feel it's going to be delivered through somebody. The answered prayer is going to be delivered through someone. They might come forward with this Knight of Cups to deliver the key, the solution, the knowledge, the knowing, whatever it is that you need to help break out of this energy that's kind of stuck and holding on too tight, in a sense where there's no room, right, there to make the progress that you're looking for because things are just restricted. And it may not have anything to do with you or, you know, at all. It could just be circumstance that is feeling limited and restricted. And yeah, it can mess with your head a little bit with the Eight of Swords. Absolutely. But I feel like the answers are going to come through someone or a message. Maybe a spiritual download for some of you. It's going to offer an opportunity with the Knight of Cups. It's the solution that you've been praying for, right? Because this is spiritual energy as well. It kind of falls in line to me with the answered prayer. But it's wisdom through experience as well. So it's like whatever message is coming through, it's going to come through in a way that you're going to be able to spiritually discern. And it's going to give you the solution you've been seeking. I think someone is coming through to help deliver it, though, this message or this answered prayer. It's also aligned with your heart because the Knight holds the cup and the cup represents the heart space. So it's the prayer you've been hoping for on your heart. That's what's coming through to give you the solution, the antidote that you need to a situation that has been kind of stuck and stagnant and not making the headway or progress that you've been seeking. But it's all going to work out in a very harmonious way. And oftentimes with the Three of Pentacles, it talks about people, right? Coming together, teamwork makes the dream work. So it's about people coming together, people coming towards you, or scenarios lining up, because it's a number 3, which can talk about expansion, growth, manifestation, and all of that. It's like oftentimes the perfect alignment, perfect elements come together to make something work, grow, and expand beyond the present situation. And that's what's about to take place for you. For some of you, it could be a work situation that has been stagnant and stuck. For some of you, it could be some form of restriction in your environment, in your circumstances, that doesn't allow you to kind of like get ahead or make the progress that you want. For some of you, there's something that's stuck, right, with the high priestess in a romantic or marital situation, or the high priest. I'm sorry if I said high priestess. There could be something stuck in a marital situation, and there's an answer prayer that's needed there, a solution that's needed there, a workaround that's needed there. Again, like I was saying, there's a workaround to whatever situation you're experiencing right now that is on the way. So it's like with the 8 of Swords, try your best not to get in your head too much about it, because the solutions are at hand. Spirit's going to deliver it to you, maybe through someone or through a scenario where needed, to kind of give you that answered prayer, that relief. For some of you, this is the answer to the prayer that you've been holding dearly on your heart. The key is going to be made available to you so you can open that door for yourself. And that 3 of Pentacles is saying that things are going to work out. Might take a village, possibly, right? It might take a village, but the answers are on their way. All right. Underneath the surface, I look at that energy as a hidden influence. That's an energy of work and working together. So there's a solution being worked up on your behalf. And like I was feeling the energy of a workaround, well, it's going to help get you out of a sticky situation. Like sometimes we feel like we have our back up against the wall, maybe, you know, in love, relationships, work. Maybe we're feeling like with the 8 of Swords, we have writer's block in some way, or there's a creative block in our journey. And we're just not finding the answers that we need, right? We're feeling closed off from what we seek or what we need. And the message is here that, well, the key to unlock what has been stuck in your journey is on its way. And these things with the 3 of Pentacles underneath the surface are actually working out to bring the antidote and the solution and the answered prayer in a harmonious way. For some of you, it's a money situation, right? That's kind of stuck and not making the progress that you need. Or for some of you, it's, you know, a mental thing with the 8 of Swords, where it's like, you know, what is the answer? I need the answer to this problem, or I need to know what to do. And then Spirit uses someone else to deliver the answer to you. Because I feel like over here, there's an energy, or for some of you, you've been stuck trying to figure something out, and you can't quite figure it out yet, or you don't know what it is that you need to do in your scenario to make it work. And then that's when, just suddenly out of nowhere, Spirit delivers the message, right? Spiritually delivers the message over here. So it speaks directly to your heart and makes it all clear to you. So I feel like this is a heads up, right? That because keys, right? The Hierophant also open things up. They unlock things that have been 4 of Pentacles closed tight. All right, let's see if we can get a couple cards here. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, karmic bond, new opportunities, and a positive transition. Yes. So like I said, for some of you, you had a tough situation in a relationship, and you know that maybe wasn't making progress. Harmony brings union, balance, and alignment. So for some of you, there's a solution to a relationship. You know, I don't know, for some of you it could be a karmic relationship. I hope not, but because those can be quite challenging and difficult. But I feel like there's some kind of relief coming towards you to help assist with that scenario. And yeah, for some of you it could be love, because we have the Knight of Cups here. But I feel like there's a solution to that scenario that's going to get you unstuck, so that way you can move forward and make a positive change and transition where needed, if it's romance. But likewise, same things apply if, you know, this is a work-related situation, you're stuck at a job you hate, you know, that kind of thing. And the High Priestess is here, is the spirit basically delivering the wisdom, knowledge, and the gnosis that you need to help move you forward in a positive direction. So maybe instead of being stuck at that job that you hate, you could be moved forward on the path, right? Or transition in the direction of spiritual purpose, right? New opportunities. So new doors are trying to open up to you. And the keys are going to be delivered over here to make that happen. So you can transition into this new energy full of opportunity and possibility, so you can get unstuck. All right. The solution, the antidote is at hand. So let's see here. All right. It says, begin here. Look at that. Do not fear what travel brings. Here's the forward momentum, movement, and progress I was feeling, and the positive transition, right? Because you're moving forward, you're about to move forward, or something or someone's going to come towards you so you can, to give you the answered prayer so you can. But it says, do not fear. I'm going to adjust the light real quick. There we go. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now, here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now, here. So when the answer comes, you're going to be able to move forward. Don't fear what lies ahead of you. Don't get worried about what lies ahead once the answer prayer is here, because it's going to give you the solution that you need so you can move forward positively. So it might open the door to the unknown as a result of it, but this is saying to embrace that. Okay, the time is now to move forward, to move out of things that are keeping you stuck and stagnant. For some of you, it's a relationship, a mindset, or maybe the overthinking, or a pattern, or a paradigm, or a job that keeps you stuck, or a place that you're not happy with anymore. Do you see what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that we can have stuck in our energy, and this is about releasing those things, getting the answer and the relief and the breakthroughs that we need to help move forward in a positive way, full of solutions, full of opportunities and potential. All right, so that's the message here. Final oracle card using the goddess guidance. Let's see. Final oracle card for pile number 3 viewers. All right, we have. Nice. Okay, look at that. Prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. So be open to receiving. Look, positive transition into abundance and full of new opportunities and blessings. Okay, so for some of you, this is a financial breakthrough that you're looking for, maybe in your work or career, maybe in regards to your spiritual purpose and path, right? There's blessings coming through. So be open to receiving. Again, the time is now. This is a fresh start coming through for you. And Spirit wants you to know that. So the answer to your prayer is just around the corner to help move you positively into this new energy full of blessings and abundance, to get your situation unstuck where it's kind of not making the gains and the progress and momentum that you actually want. For some of you, that could be in regards to money, work, your home. Because sometimes the Four of Pentacles can also talk about your foundation, which is, you know, talks about where you feel stable. So if some of you are stuck in a location you don't like, right? Or in a housing situation that you're not happy with, again, there's an answer prayer to that. so you can move forward, go somewhere new, experience new things, and feel more abundant in that space. So again, there's just abundance all around here. Okay, that's going to come towards you with this answered prayer. All right, so let's see if we can get the dice. If you're not familiar with my channel, I do roll the dice. I have 3 of them here, actually. And I roll the dice to get answers or more information, right, to confirm the reading. Sometimes it confirms exactly what I've said in the reading. Other times it'll just give you a message that you maybe need personally in that moment. I don't recommend a source because it could be one you don't like. 2, I never want to imply that one source is better over another. There's many on the internet, but I'm sure that when you come across one and it connects with your heart, you will know. Trust that one. Also, take the journey to research for yourself, because sometimes when you do that, you come across other signs and synchronicities that Spirit needs you to find. And if I gave you a shortcut, I may rob you of that entire experience. I don't want that to happen. That's why I don't give you a shortcut to a number. Likewise, I always try to remind everybody to please refrain from putting the number interpretation in the comment section for the same reason. We never want to rob someone of finding that magic for themselves. Okay, so let's see. Pile number 3. What are your angel numbers? Okay, so that is an 11. I don't know if you can see that. It's an 11. All right, 11, a 9, and a 2. So 1192. Yeah, isn't that another? That's an 1111, isn't it? 9 plus 2 is 11. So yeah, that's literally an 1111. So go ahead and look up 1192. See what it brings to you. If you feel that this reading has connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, and subscribe. You know what? I'm sorry. I just got another message. Another message. Okay, so sorry. Pile number 3. For some of you, you're getting out of a relationship that does not work. So that way you can be aligned with one that will. And I'm saying that because of the 1111. All right. It is harmony. It is harmony. And the High Priestess brings spiritual connection as well. And if there's a Knight of Cups coming towards you, right, that's a love connection coming towards you to offer you the love, the commitment, the harmony, and the alignment that maybe you've been seeking if you've been trying to manifest love. Okay, so I'm just throwing that out there. But anyway, like, share, subscribe to support this channel. Maybe click channel memberships or consider joining if you want to support me further. I have little videos and vlogs that I put out there, as well as readings that I do for channel members only. So you can check that out if you're interested. You could also visit me on Etsy. I do have an Etsy store. Link is down below. You can visit me there. You can find handmade crystal jewelry amongst other crafts and things that I make by hand on my free time, as well as personal readings upon availability. So visit me. You can book a reading if you see one. Much love to you wherever you are. Take care of yourself and always keep shining. Pile number 4 viewers, this is your card, your little doorway card. There is a message on the back of this, and I'll be sure to incorporate it into the reading as I get more cards on the table. I did shuffle for all of these that you choose from. So we're looking for an open message from Spirit. What is it that maybe Spirit needs to get across to you? Maybe it's something you didn't even know you needed to hear, right? So let's get the reading started with the Healing with the Angels cards. I just want one to kind of get the reading started for you, and then I'm going to grab the tarot. So let's see. Open message, pile number 4 viewers. Open message from Spirit to you. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what we have. Nice. Look at that. Abundance is coming your way. Okay. And there's many different forms of abundance, but we could all use some of it, right? In some way, shape, or form in our life. So that's very positive, saying that there's abundance coming towards you at this time. So let's see if we can grab three cards here. Pile number 4 viewers. Okay, we have the 2 of Swords. Open message from Spirit in regards to your situation right now. What is it you need to know? Let's see. Wow. Ooh, I love this. 2 of Cups. 2 of Swords, 2 of Cups. That's very interesting. You know why I say that also? Because pile number 3 had 2 6s in a row, and now there's 2 2s here. Fascinating. Okay. All right, so Four of Swords. I kind of like this. And I'll tell you why. These two cards, okay, can sometimes talk about non-action, where not a lot seems to be happening, right? But there's a difference. The Two of Swords is an energy where you're stuck sometimes in indecision, or you're stuck in a stalemate. But that energy, and that can keep you in a non-action energy, right? But that Four of Swords is non-action in a sense where it also gives you rest. It gives you a moment to rest. So there's something that you're currently aligning with the Two of Cups, because it talks about union, coming together, joining of forces, forming a partnership. Could be business, romantic, otherwise. You aligning with something on your heart as well. Two of Cups can also talk about spiritual inner alignment between masculine and feminine energies within ourselves. So where we're balanced in that way. So the feeling is here is that if there's something that you've been stuck with, Two of Swords, which also kind of aligns with pile number 3. I'm just throwing it out there in case you felt led to watch pile number 3. Two of Swords is an energy sometimes of indecision, stalemate, feeling stuck, and sometimes you feel like you can't make a decision until you have the answers. The thing is there's a need to block out energy, block yourself from distractions, or remove distractions from the way, so that way you can receive a clear message and look inward to receive the answers that you need. That's why the moon is here representing intuition. We also have the blindfold on, which is an indication of shutting the world out so you can look inward. And sometimes it's an energy of where I don't know what to do, right? So therefore I'm just going to sit here and do nothing. But then you also have to remember that in sitting and doing nothing, that is also a choice. You're choosing to do nothing instead, right? So there's this feeling of being in a stalemate in a situation. For some of you, it could be a stalemate situation with someone, maybe a job or a business scenario, or where you've been trying to make progress but feel that you can't. And it's maybe because you don't have all the answers, or maybe the answers have not lined up. But this feels like whatever you've been unsure about or uncertain about or struggling to make a decision on, the answers are aligning or coming towards you, so that way you get out of this energy of not feeling aligned in order to know the answer, to stepping into alignment to receive the answer, which then ends up with the Four of Swords giving you the rest, the reprieve, and retreat that you need. And it feels like the answers are going to come to you in a very abundant way. And you're going to be able to relax. I also feel like there's, again, energies of needing to take time and space and time out to remove yourself from people, places, things, so that way the answers can come. But just know that when they do, you'll be fully aligned with what you need to do and how you need to approach your situation. I feel like there's something or someone coming towards you with the Two of Cups. And whatever's coming towards you, in whatever form it comes, it's bringing abundance. And it's going to help put your mind at ease with that Four of Swords. Maybe some of you are going to take a vacation soon. And I'm saying that because the Four of Swords can talk about rest, healing. Maybe for some of you, it's a romantic vacation. I'm just saying that because of the Two of Cups, the Four of Swords. But either way, like, that's definitely not gonna apply for everybody. But the feeling is here. It's like whatever is coming towards you, whatever you're uniting with, because you're creating a forging of a union here, right? With that Two of Cups. So it's like two things coming together. Whatever you're colliding paths with, right? With that Two of Cups, or joining forces with, it's going to help put your mind at ease where you've been struggling to figure it out over here with the Two of Swords. I kind of want to grab another card. I want to see what this Two of Swords is all about. Yeah, look at that. It's basically mirroring. Seven of Cups. Yeah, that's like choices. You have a choice to make. You could be overwhelmed by choice. You could also be living very much inside your head for now, right? Or trying to ruminate or kind of, okay. I don't know how many of you are SpongeBob people. Okay, yes, I am definitely a SpongeBob person. The reason for that is I raised, like, my daughter and I, you know, I was home with her for a while when she was little, and that was her favorite cartoon. So I would sit there and watch it with her, right? But the Seven of Cups reminds me of that episode of SpongeBob. Oh my gosh, if I can insert it here, I swear I will. It reminds me of that episode where he's looking for his name. I think someone asked him his name and he couldn't remember his freaking name. So he went inside his head and was searching through all the little file cabinets to try to find his name.
Stop joking. Tell him your name.
My name? What's his name? What's his name? I got nothing on a name. Come on, baby, what's the name? We threw out his name!
And he was going crazy, destroying everything, like pulling papers out, trying to find his name, my name, right? And he couldn't. And that's that energy of the Seven of Cups. It's all over the place. It's up in the air. You know, I always say it's castles built on sand. You don't know where you stand, right? And that's the energy of being kind of ungrounded, but at the same time, not having a solution, not knowing what the answer is. It's also this daydreamy energy, but also at the same time, let's not forget that when we're in our imagination, we're also creating, right? So there's a lot going on in this Seven of Cups card, but a lot of times when you have so much going on, you have no idea, right, what's happening in your world, or when you don't know what the right thing is to choose. You can feel slightly up in the air. You can be maybe emotionally overwhelmed or overwhelmed by choice. And because the Two of Swords is here, I feel that if you're in a position where you have to decide something, you can be feeling overwhelmed as far as what the correct choice is. There's a lot of options here. Right? There's also a little bit of temptation in the card. I don't know. Why does that card... I don't know. This card reminds me of Jennifer Garner. Okay. Tell me if you don't see it, because I see it. Totally looks like her. Anyhow, sidetracked. But yeah, there's a lot of choices here to make. There's a big choice to make, and you're not quite sure what to decide. It might, for some of you, have to do with a relationship. Or something that you desire in your heart. Okay, I kind of want to see what's underneath the deck. Ooh, look at that. Yes, a desire of the heart definitely could be part of wish fulfillment here, Nine of Cups. Underneath the surface as an influence of some sort, right? So I feel that, yeah, you've been sitting patiently waiting, maybe for some of you in your head, visualizing, manifesting, because it's creative. It's fantasy energy, right? Neptunian. It's very Neptunian, Seven of Cups. And that's oftentimes where we create. So I feel like some of you have been in the creation process, or maybe manifesting something, maybe with the Nine of Cups, a wish that you have with the Two of Cups on your heart that you're hoping to align with. And then the abundance comes through to confirm that it's on the way, is what this is saying. And an energy of stalemate where you can't really make progress, or you feel stuck. Also, you get alleviated with that, or from that, when the wish comes through. It's like the food is about to be delivered. The knock on the door, the package is about to arrive with that Nine of Cups. You're about to unite with your wish fulfillment over here with the Nine of Cups as well, and get you out of this energy where it's like you don't know up from down, or you don't know what the right thing or path is to take. And it's like Spirit comes through to help answer that for you by delivering something that you've been holding on your heart. Could come for some of you in the form of a person, or something you've been visualizing. Could be a business partnership, some positive changes as well that you've been needing. Yeah, it feels like Spirit is giving you the answer to something that you've been trying to figure out in your own head, and maybe the answer hasn't been made clear to you. Again, up in the air, clouds, right? Ungrounded. But when it comes through, right? When the abundance finally comes through, because your wish fulfillment is here, when it finally comes through and it comes your way and you connect and unite with that wish fulfillment or that abundance, you're going to be able to rest easy. You're not going to be stressing out or breaking your head over it over here with the 2 of Swords and the 7 of Cups together. No, you're going to be able to just have a sigh of relief is what this is saying. And you're going to be very content. Because we go from confusion over here, indecision, stuck stalemate, non-action energy, to aligning with something, some form of abundance, a wish, to then feeling like you can breathe, like you can rest, that you can finally just exhale. I feel like over here is that energy of waiting to exhale. Remember that movie with Angela Bassett? That was a good one. Anyhow, this is like waiting to exhale over here and then finally being able to with the 4 of Swords, because what you needed came through and you were able to connect with it, which brought you the abundance and the blessings that you needed to manifest the wish come true and to leave you very satisfied with the outcome. Yeah, it kind of feels like you're about to reap a harvest or get served a really good meal. And you know that I use the analogy of food at the restaurant all the time, because it is that feeling of us waiting for a wish to come through, right? When we're at the restaurant, you know, we kind of have to surrender to the process of the meal or the manifestation being cooked and delivered right on time. Because you don't want an undercooked meal, you don't want an overcooked meal. And we have to just, you know, operate in trust, be still and know that the food is coming when we place our order at the restaurant, right? We're not going to go knock on the door and ask if the chef is, you know, almost done or how much longer. No, we're going to sit at our meal. We're, you know, at the table, we're going to enjoy conversation. We're going to have a, you know, maybe glass of wine or something, all patiently knowing that the food eventually will arrive. So for some of you, you've been over here wondering, when is my meal going to get served? When is my manifestation and my wish fulfillment and my abundance and my blessings, all those things that I deserve, when are they going to come towards me? When are they going to arrive? I just want peace of mind. I just want to, I just want it already. I want it to be done and over with so I can, you know, just breathe, right? Catch a break with the 4 of Swords. We're wondering when the positive things that you've been manifesting in your inner world are going to finally come through for you in your physical world. You're wondering when you're going to unite with those things. And Spirit is saying, well, I'm working up the meal right now. I'm about to deliver the abundance, the feast that you've been working up in your imaginary world over here, maybe with the 7 of Cups, that you've been meditating on with the 2 of Swords, that you've been visualizing. And bringing your energy into alignment so you can finally receive. Because, you know, meal doesn't get cooked like that, right? There's preparation. That's why you have different line cooks and whatever. There's a prep station and whatnot. You know, ask any chef, right? There's a process to preparing that meal. And you've been sitting patiently over here waiting, wondering, is it ever going to arrive? Confused maybe even for some of you about perhaps how you can take action or steps to expedite it, or what choices you could possibly make so that way to bring it along faster. But this is kind of feeling like, you know, there's a little bit of something that's giving me the vibe of not everything has been fully within your power. So like, even if you were going to see, that's the thing. Okay, how do I explain this? Because here you are, it feels like, here you are sitting, wondering what it is that you need to do. What choice do I need to make to expedite this or make this happen for me? Right? What can I do is the feeling I'm getting from that Two of Swords and the Seven of Cups. You've been breaking your head over it, thinking about options, possibilities, choices that you can make to expedite the blessing or the meal to arrive. But I get the vibe that there's nothing really at this point that you can do to expedite it, because it's already being cooked, prepared, right? It's like you can't rush the process of it. It's already in the works, it feels. You're already coming into alignment with it over here with the Two of Cups. So if the advice also is to just rest with the Four of Swords and try not to overthink it with the Seven of Cups and the Two of Swords. Just rest easy knowing that the meal is being prepared for you. Okay? And maybe that's the thing. I hope I'm explaining this okay. Because I feel like I'm getting like brain fog, but you're here wondering what you can do about it. And the reason, that's the thing, and the reason why no answers are coming to you, okay, is because it's already on the way and there's nothing that you can do to expedite it. So you're here wondering, why don't I know what the solution is? Why don't I have the answers? Why don't I know what to choose? Sometimes Spirit puts you in a position of stillness, right? So you can be ready to receive. Because okay, I'm getting analogies here, so bear with me, okay? Please have some patience with me while I try to wrap my head around this. I'll give you an example. Say you're at a train station. Okay. Your train is coming at 12. You're sitting there patiently waiting. You need to go to the bathroom though, let's say. And you're like, shit, my train is going to come here in 10 minutes. But I got to go to the bathroom, right? So you run to the bathroom real quick. But there's a line. And you're like, shit, I got to go to the bathroom. I got to pee, right? So you're waiting in the line and you're watching the clock and everything. Well, finally the bathroom gets freed up and you're able to go. And then you rush back out of the bathroom to your stop, but your train already left. Then what do? You go over to the train station, to the person at the counter or the clerk, and you're saying, oh my God, I missed my train. When's the next one? And they're like, well, it's not going to be around for another 2-3 hours. And you're like, holy shit. And you're scrambling. You're thinking about a way that you can get to your destination sooner. Right? But the reason why you can't get another train any sooner, or you're struggling to maybe find an Uber that'll drive you that far or something, right, is because your train, okay, the train that was meant for you, not the one that was at 12 o'clock that you missed, the train that was meant for you is on its way. It's on its way to you, right? It's like you can't go out and get another train because the train that's meant for you is on its way. I hope that makes sense. Why am I struggling to feel like I'm articulating myself properly? It's like you missed that one train because that wasn't the train that was meant for you. There was another one that's on its way that you can't see coming. That feeling of, okay, well, I'm going to go over to the clerk. I'm going to ask when's the next train. And he says 3 o'clock. But guess what? There's a surprise train coming your way that you don't see coming at 2 o'clock instead. Damn it. I hope that makes sense. See, and these things are kind of outside of your control. So what you're left with is having to sit, right, and wait for the right train for you. That's why you can't make a choice. You can't control the situation. And you're feeling stuck. You don't have the answers. But I feel like not having the answers in some way is kind of purposeful. It's to keep you in place for when that train arrives specifically for you. Because if you were to take the 3 o'clock train, or to set yourself up to go to another station to catch another train, or if you were to take the Uber, let's say instead, you would miss that, right? This alignment here with the wish. You would miss the train. And it's like sometimes Spirit keeps you still so you don't miss what's meant for you. Sometimes you're blocked from knowing what to do or what action to take, so that way you don't miss what's meant for you, or you don't deviate from the trajectory you're supposed to on in order to receive the blessing. In order to receive the abundance, in order to receive the wish fulfilled. Because sometimes in stillness, right? And it's the calm before the storm, right? There's something being activated in that space where we're kind of feeling stuck. And we don't always see that in the moment. Spirit's going to always have you at the right place and at the right time, right where you need to be. So you needing to go, let's say you needing to go to the bathroom, missing your train at 12 was completely divinely orchestrated, let's say. That 12 o'clock train, that your blessing wasn't on that train. If that makes sense. Right? So it's like, yeah, we're always right where we need to be. So sometimes we got to be okay with the stillness. Okay with the not knowing. Trusting in that space of the unknown, or where we feel like we don't have the answers. Sometimes we got to be okay in that space, because maybe that space of stillness and non-action is exactly us where we need to be, when we need to be there to receive the blessing. So, dag, I hope that wasn't like some long ass winded explanation to try to get my point across. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the best way to explain things for me is to give a scenario or an analogy or something like that. I don't know why, but it's just the way my brain works, I guess. Let's see if we can get 2 more cards. And hopefully I was able to bring it around full circle for you so you could understand. Because I always worry about that. Again, it's like, sometimes my brain thinks too fast, and then I struggle to interpret or articulate the connections I'm making in my head. So, but anyway, okay, look at that. Prepare for change. There's, again, this feeling of you being in stillness, waiting for the change. But the stillness was purposeful, so that way you can be right where you need to be to receive it. The abundance and the change. Also the abundance is bringing lots of change for you. The wish fulfillment is going to bring you much needed change. So prepare for this shift and this change that's leading you to abundance, getting you out of this energy where you've been patiently waiting and feeling stuck in some way. Whoa, okay. Helping others, a mentor. So I feel like the help is coming your way, or you're aligning with someone that could help you. Maybe make these changes, or put you on the path to your abundance in some way, or put you on the path to your wish fulfillment. Because again, the universe aligns us with the right people, places, and situations and scenarios, again, to bring all this about for us, to orchestrate it on our behalf. You're uniting with something here. You're uniting with someone or a scenario or situation that's going to help catapult you in the direction of your abundance, your blessings, and your wish fulfillment. Help unite you with those things on your heart. So you can get out of this energy where you don't know or haven't a clue. So that way you can receive the blessings and just be at peace and at rest. And also the energy was to be at peace, knowing, be still, knowing that you're uniting with it. You're aligning with it right now as we speak. And that's the message here. Yes, look at that. That's, and yeah, number 2 energy, balance, harmony, alignment. Absolutely. That's what's happening here. You're aligning with these things in a balanced, harmonious way. It's helping to get you out of this energy of confusion. I don't know. What should I do? Well, I don't think there's anything you need to do. I think you're right where you need to be right now. And if things are going over your head, right? Like the train you missed at 12, then so be it, right? Because you're right where you need to be. And that train wasn't meant for you because there was another one coming instead. Coming towards you, not one that you had to go seek. There's nothing you have to do to seek what's coming towards you. That's the thing. You don't have to seek the train at 3. You don't have to seek an Uber. You don't have to seek another terminal to catch another train. You don't have to do anything. These blessings are already coming towards you. That's why I said there's a surprise train coming at 2 o'clock and you didn't even see coming because it's coming to you. You don't have to do anything to go get it. All right, well, no, I can't do that yet. Hold on, let's look at this. This is your card. Message, it says 42, number 6, which is also energy of alignment, balance, harmony, reciprocity, equal give and take. Let's see. Look at that, inner power. By your own command, you brought yourself here. At this moment in life, you have nothing to fear. Holy shit, you're right where you need to be. That's what that's saying. I think that's confirming everything I was trying to get across. That I struggled with so haphazardly to explain. It says, by your own command, you brought yourself here. At this moment in life, you have nothing to fear. You're right here, right now, where you need to be. So be still in your power, knowing that you have nothing to worry about. I don't think there's anything you need to do. So you find yourself ruminating in your head over, okay, what decision to make, what choice, this, that, and the other, what should I do to make this progress or expedite your goals, your wishes, and the things that you desire. And Spirit's over here saying, nah. You brought yourself to this point by your own command, right? You envision these things for yourself. You're right where you need to be right here and now. You brought yourself to this point in space and time. And it's like, there's nothing to fear right now in the present moment as well. Just tap into your power, know you're right where you need to be, and trust that these things are coming to you. You don't have to go and seek them because you've already did what you needed to do on your end to have them come about. And like I said, I was getting the vibe of manifesting energy, visualizing energy with these 2 cards. Okay, so anyway, final oracle, goddess guidance. Whoa, okay, well, you know what, that's only 2 cards, okay? One of the other piles had like 4 cards fly out. It's a little much, but let's see. 2 I can do. Look at that. Quiet time. Siggy, take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. Yeah, rest your pretty head. Remove yourself from fears, worries, concerns of I don't know. And in the doing nothing, maybe that's exactly that. Here's the meditative energy of the 2 of Swords. You go inward, right? To try to understand what to do. Then we have Athena, inner wisdom, right? The owl represents knowledge and wisdom. It says, you know what to do, trust your inner wisdom, and take appropriate action without delay, right? I feel like you already set yourself up to receive though, right? But if you need to go inward, if some of you do have a choice to make, all right? As far as the manifestation, let the train come to you, right? And just surrender to the process of it. Yes, there are some actions that we need to take in the physical to not expedite, because we can't do that. Everything is always on divine time, right? but we can take actions to help promote us in the right direction. And if there is a choice that we need to make, or you need to make in some way, go inward, get that quiet time, find that inner wisdom to get you out of this overwhelming energy of confusion. Make the choice that aligns you with the outcome you want to see. As far as manifestation, I feel some of you already did the work. There's nothing really else you can do but just relax and trust and know, right? That you've done all the actions you could possibly do to help this manifest for you. You've done everything you could do. You know, and some of you, like I said, some of you are wondering when the abundance is coming. Why is it not arriving yet? Why is the meal taking forever? I feel for some of you, you're already at that point, like you don't know what else you can do. And that's why you can't really. You don't have the answer because it's like there's nothing left to do. Now you're at a point in the manifestation process that you just got to let the train come to you. Okay? For others of you, there's a choice that needs to be made. And you do have to sit on that for a little bit and allow the wisdom, the knowledge, the gnosis, the downloads perhaps to come. So you can take the action to help align you with the blessings. But again, it just depends on what stage of the manifestation process or journey you're on. And I don't know, I don't know where each of you are at as you watch this video. You'll know though. You personally will know what stage of that journey you're on. Some of you are going to have to take action and decide, go inward in order to decide the right path to kind of promote the manifestation and the changes that you want in the right direction. For others of you, again, like I said, there's nothing, you've already done what you need to do, and that's why you're feeling like wrapping your head around it, feeling stuck and in your head, trying to figure out, well, how can I expedite this? And the energy here is, for that scenario, is that you can't. It's already on its way. You can't stop a moving train, okay? You can't stop a moving train. That's why the card says, prepare for change. And the energy is, you're right where you already need to be. You're right where you already need to be. Okay. Let's grab the dice. All right. Grab the dice. Like, be still and know is the feeling here. Be still and know. Or be still so you can know. All right. So, I don't know who's going to be who. Some of you are going to be the be still and know because you've already done all you need to do. And the other half of you are probably going to be still so you can know. All right. You let me know in the comment section which side of the spectrum you're on. Okay. Anyway, angel numbers, if you're not familiar with my channel. I do roll the dice to get angel numbers for the reading to, provide additional messages. Sometimes they can confirm a lot of what I've already said in this reading. And if not, give you a message that maybe you need personally right now in this moment for your journey. I don't give you a source because it could be one you don't like to. I never want to imply that one source is better over another. You have personal discernment. Trust me, Spirit will guide you to the right messages for you. And when it speaks to your heart, you'll know. Trust that and go with that. I also don't recommend a site or a link to interpret the numbers for you because I want you to take the journey for yourself. I want you to find that magic. If I gave you a shortcut and link, I might rob you of finding other serendipity and synchronicity Spirit needs you to find. I don't want to take that from you, so that's why I don't give you a shortcut. Likewise, I always try to remind everybody to please refrain from putting the number interpretation in the comment section for the same reason. We never want to rob anybody of finding that magic for themselves. So let's see if we can get the numbers for you. Pile number 4. Really? That went pretty far. That's literally behind the crystal here, and it's a number 2. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. I can try to get in. So it's a number 2. All right, number 2. Okay, let's see. 1 and 9. So 219. Okay, is your number. Go ahead and look up that number. I'll put it in the screen for you. See what it brings to you. If you feel that this reading has helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to support this channel. Maybe consider joining my channel membership as well for other content and maybe, you know, readings on occasion that I put out. I at least put out one member reading out a week. I also put out personal blogs and little things about myself as well. So if you want to support my channel, you can join the channel membership because it's exclusively for members only. None of that stuff goes out publicly. You could also consider supporting what I do here by visiting me on Etsy. The link to my Etsy store is down below in the description box. I have handmade crystal jewelry there, crafts I make on my free time, including personal readings there upon availability. It's just a matter of checking to see what readings are available, and if you see one, you can purchase one at any time. So much love to you wherever you are. Be well, be safe, take care, and always keep shining.